What's up guys, I'm back in another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cool painting right here. So first I'm going to start by telling you the stuff that you need. Okay, so what you need to get is, of course, paint, because we're making a painting. And you need canvas for the paint to go on. And lastly, you need a brush that you could use to put the paint on here. So yeah. And lastly, you don't have to get this, but you can use an easel. An easel allows you to put your painting on here so you can paint with it straight up instead of having it down on your desk. So, yeah. First thing you're going to want to do is find some green paint. Okay, and so if you do not have a right color that you can use for the background, because as you can see, the picture's up in the corner, I put it there. So, that's what the picture's going to look like. Right there, there's like the background's green. So what you're going to want to do is, if you don't have the right color, you're going to take any what is it called? It's some kind of mixer thing. But you take your paint, right, and you put, like, for example, if I wanted to make this green lighter, right, and I don't think this is the right green. I mean, I would say about, I don't know, maybe close. But I would make it a little lighter to make it that color. But what you can do is take it and take a little bit of white. And if you mix it with white, it'll become a lighter color. And if you mix it with black, it'll become a darker color. So, yeah. So, that's what you're going to want to do. And what you're going to do after that is take out your brush and start painting the canvas with that color that you had. And make sure, if you're mixing colors, make more paint than you think you need. Because if you don't make the right amount of paint, then you're going to have to go back and make that paint all over again. And you might not be able to get that exact color that you had before. So that's why make sure to make more than what you think you need. Okay, so once you got your painting green, what you're going to want to do is, if you look up at the picture, you're going to want to start sketching out what you think what you think the stocking's going to look like on the painting. And it's alright if you see that this is a little bit darker than the other color. It looks a little weird, but once the stocking goes over it, it's not going to be noticeable. The stocking is probably going to be so base, probably going to take up like 80% of the painting, so yeah. So start sketching out the stocking, and yeah. Okay, so you guys might not be able to see it because if you want to be an artist, you always gotta sketch light, so yeah, you can't really see it that good, but I sketched out the stocking, so yeah. And before I take the paint out, I forgot one more thing. On the top of the stocking, I gotta make the hook. Because the hook is the part, well, it's not really the hook, but the thing they put on the hook. Okay, so what you can do before you start actually painting it, I have this little thing right here, and what you could do is you can make little circles on here that are on the picture. So as you can see up on the stocking, there's the white circles on there. I don't know what those were for, but what you could do with them is you can make them with this little circle thing, because this circle is you can actually trace a circle with it. So yeah. So I added a little bit more detail on this part because I want to get the circles and everything that goes with this over here just right. So that's why I sketched a little bit. So now what you can do is take out your white and red paint. once you have your white paint out, you can start filling in these circles, and just leave your red paint on the side because you're going to need that in just a couple minutes. So when you're painting, you'll see you might need to add a second layer, or a third layer, or fourth layer, and you might have to do a couple layers on this, but let's just say when you're painting, right, you see how you might be able to see through that, see the green through that, and I could see it a little bit, so that's why I might do a second layer on this. So that's why when you're done, you let it dry, and you can go over it with white again. So yeah, that's what you can do. You can go over it with white again. If you make a mistake, it's okay. All you could do is just leave it there, and you can take let's just say I put white accidentally over here. Well, what we could do is take the red after that, like when we're done with the white. After we're done with the white, we take the red, we go over it, and you won't see it anymore. So that's okay if you make a mistake. But try not, because, it's probably, no one likes making mistakes. It's okay if you don't exactly get it right, because the thing is that's the beauty of art. Nothing in art is perfect. Not even the people who made not even professional artists. There's no such thing as a professional artist. I mean, nothing's perfect in life. In art, nothing's perfect too. So it's okay if you make a mistake, and it doesn't let's just say this doesn't look exactly like a perfect circle, but that's the beauty of art. It's not gonna look the exact. So yeah, I mean, it makes it look unique too. You don't want always everything to be perfect. Why do I keep moving that? You don't want everything always to be perfect, because it might look good, but when you don't have it perfect, it looks unique too. Once you're done with the white, take your brush and wash it so that the paint doesn't dry on it. You don't want the paint to dry on it, because then the brush is unusable, and it's hard to work with a dry brush. I've tried it before when my brush dried a little bit, and it was really hard to paint with. And that brush, fortunately, it got ruined because I left it out too long, because I thought that I would be able to do a part of the painting quick enough before the paint would dry on it. But yeah, it didn't work, because this is acrylic paint, and acrylic paint dries really fast. So this right here, this will dry in 15 to 30 minutes right here. So yeah. But anyways, take out a darker green, because now we're going to do here and here, and not this part yet. And the reason why we're not going to do this red and all that is because, see how this paint's still still wet? See, if I took red, right, and I made a mistake. It went into the white. If it mixes with the white, then we're going to have a totally new different color on our canvas, and it's just going to be a pain to get that off. So that's why we're not going to paint around the white just yet, but we will, I promise you. Alright, I got my green, but I'm going to make this this a little lighter because I don't really like it, so yeah. Now, in this occasion, we do have to go around the white. And you might be wondering, well, why did I say that before that we shouldn't? Well, see, here's the thing. The thing is we shouldn't, but with this green, if you're mixing it, which I am, and if you're not mixing it, then you can ignore this right now. But if you are mixing paint, well, see, if you mix the paint, right, and you do this part, and the white isn't dry yet, then you have to work with this wet paint, and if you make a mistake, it's going to go into that white paint and make a different color, which is going to be a big problem. But we have no other choice than to just work around it. So yeah, but if you are not mixing paint, well, you can ignore this right now. And when you're painting, if you can't get the exact color, which I couldn't for some reason for this part, but that's alright because, you know, it's your own painting, and when it's done, it's alright if it's different, so yeah. And sometimes you might not be able to get the exact color, but, you know, I did look at this color, and I kind of like it, even though the exact color on the picture is a little different. So, I mean, I'm going to just go with it because, I mean, you don't have to copy the picture exactly. Painting isn't just copying all pictures on the internet. Like, you can do what you want. You can change it around to what you want it to look like. So, that's why I'm going to use this. I think it looks good. So, yeah. I'm going to pick this one and that one. Let's just say you're bored of just putting on paint like this. Well, what you can do is you can put on music in the background if you want to. I mean, that's what I do sometimes. You know, that's just a cool tip that you could do. And also, you see, I did make a little mistake, but you know, you can go over it with the red, like I said. And what was I gonna say? What you can do, as you can see, is that you don't have to do another layer on this. See how it looks perfect, and you don't have to do another layer? Well, yeah, that's cool because now you don't have to do another layer. And yeah. Once you are done with the green, let me just touch this up while I'm talking. What you can do is take out that white again because we are finally going to go over the white because I've been waiting for this moment. When you go over the paint like a second time and it comes out perfect, it looks so good. So, yeah, so go wash your brush, come back, get the white out, and, the white out? What am I saying? The white paint, and start making start going over the white. Okay, so when you're done, you can take your brush and just wash it, and after that, we are going to work on the top part where the stocking is hanged right here. So for this part, we are doing, let me just put this up a little bit. Actually, wait, I'll put it like this. So up there, we have the part where this goes into the loop and it holds the stocking. So for this part, we're going to just put some gray there. So take out your gray and take out a little bit of a smaller brush. Not that small, but just a little bit smaller. So like, I would say like, this is a good size brush. Alright, so you could start by painting this, and yeah, so that's what the stocking stays on. Okay, so for this, you shouldn't have to go over another layer with this. So yeah. And now once you do that, take your brush, go wash it, take out your other brush, and we're going to start the red. Alright guys, it is finally time. We are taking out the red. Let's go. Okay. So, take out your red and put it down and just start painting in the lines where it's red. So let me show you. This part over here is all red, in between's red over here. So yeah. And what else is red? This is red too. So we might be almost done after this. We still gotta do a little detail. One more thing, but after the red, we are gonna do some like snowflakes around this. You'll see what I mean. So, yeah. So I'm gonna put on the time lapse, and I'll show you how it came out when I'm done. Okay guys, so once you're done with this red, what you can do is you can take a little white, and if you made a little mistake over here, you can touch it up. And also keep out your white. Let me make sure this is, I'm just fixing a part right here. Let me see if here we go. Make sure to wash your brush after, unless like, if for this, you don't have to wash your brush because this is going to take like 2 seconds. So, you might be wondering, well, how is this going to take 2 seconds if we have to go over it another time? Well, this we don't have to go over. You see, we want that kind of look in this, like, we're making snowflakes kind of right now. We want that look so that you can kind of like see through it, you know what I mean? So that's what we're working on, like right now. So don't worry about if you could see through it or not, because we want to be able to see through it. If we're not able to see through it, then it just makes a picture look a little boring. You know what I mean? So we you do that, and ooh, that came out good. Alright, so as you can see in the picture up there, take a little bit of this, and go like that, we'll go like that, 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 go like that. Okay. So as you can see, it's coming out as like a snowflake pattern. So yeah, and so now here's, if you made this, right here, if you're up to this point, I challenge you, if you really like making these kind of paintings, I challenge you to paint your own stocking in your house, if you celebrate Christmas. And if you don't, then, what are some other holidays? If you celebrate Hanukkah, you can make candles and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. So lastly, we're gonna do is make a little dot on this. Ooh, I forgot about this one. How could I? Make a little dot. Make a little dot. Make a little dot. Make a little dot. Little dot. 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 And yeah, so that's what you're gonna want to make. So just follow the picture, okay? Okay, so over here, if you, as you can see, according to the picture, it goes a little bit like to the left, so like you can't really see it, and that's all right. That makes it look more like what's the right word? I don't know, like 3D kind of. Not really, but like, you know, it makes the picture look more cool. So that's why, you know, you want to do that. So make sure that you don't have to, make sure that you realize that you don't have to have everything look perfect. Even this whole painting right here that I just made, this is not perfect. It's not even close to perfect. So, yeah. Okay, so also if you look at the picture, there's these like little dots that you could put. So yeah, so you can put little dots like that. It makes it look more like, it makes it look cooler. More like looks like kind of like snow to me. I don't know. That's what I think it is, but I'm sure it's not. But anyway, I am going to just finish up this part, and once you finish up this part, well, you're done. Yeah, this painting doesn't take that long to make. Actually, I made it today. You can make this painting in one day, as long as you just stick to it and you don't like go on your electronics, or like, as long as you keep doing it, then you're going to finish it in like one day. So anyways, finish up that part, and I will see you guys in just 1 second. You can also make these all different sizes, by the way, so you don't have to make them, for example, you don't have to make them all this size right here, or you don't have to make them all this size right here. So yeah, so you can make it like a different size. Anyway, I'm just finishing up. That looks a little bad, but that's alright. Nothing's perfect. Anyways, I am almost done. I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last star. You gotta do a little bit detail. I'm gonna show you in just like 1 second. It's gonna take 2 seconds, I promise. Alright, and to finish it off, so take your white, and if you see there's a little detail like right over here, like of course it goes like this. Like that, as you can see. And then there's another one that goes like that. Yeah. So just do that, unless you don't want to do that, but I think it looks good. That's just me. But then, so I want to finish up the detail. Anyways, yeah, so this is it. After this, take your brushes like always, and wash them. And then after this, you can hang this on the wall. You can get a place to like lean it on, or some kind of stuff some kind of thing that you can like what's the right word? Show your painting to everyone. Display it. That's the right word. Anyway, yeah. So if you can find a place to display it, you could show everyone. And so yeah. So this painting really takes like one day to make if you stick to it and you don't go like for example, if I just did this, right, like for example, I started my painting, right, I leave and I don't come back until like the end of that day, then I have to go tomorrow and make it. So like you gotta stick to it. You can't just leave the painting like that. So yeah, so that is basically it. And yeah, and if you want to see more videos like these for like the holidays, all you have to do is just like the video. And I will go and make another one. So the next one I'll make would probably be maybe an Easter one or a Valentine one, something like that, or St. Patrick's Day one. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos where I make paintings like this, all you have to do is like and subscribe.